So here I tried to draw the picture of the design. And when you are going to be designing your garment, you want to have an odd number of chains. So take the circumference of your bust, whatever that is, and divide it by 2. And you're going to have the front panel, that's letter F, the front panel and the back panel. Those should have, let's say this is X. X divided by 2, you're going to have X1 and X2. So whatever your front panel, the length of it, let's say mine is 21 inch. That's what I chose. I want my sweater to fit me loosely, not too tight. So I put 21, you can do 22, do whatever you want. And chain the amount of chains to equal that length. But make sure go either up or down 1 to make it an odd number. Once you do that, you are going to put your stitch marker in the middle. And from that stitch marker, you are going to have your design to the left and to the right. You want the middle, since we have 3 designs or 3 little panels, you would like, obviously, the middle panel to be exact in the middle. And then you are going to count your chains to the left and to the right. Technically, you would need to count only to the right because you need to know where to start your design. And then afterwards, it's kind of going to carry itself out. So I did count to the left and to the right. So 27 inch stitches or chains, and the 28th and 28th. You're going to put the next stitch marker right here and this stitch marker right here. It doesn't matter how many more chains you have to the left and to the right beyond this point. You're gonna change your chain, however long it is. You are gonna double crochet up to this point where you have your stitch marker, and then you're gonna start working the design. And then when you get to this stitch marker, you're gonna double crochet all the way till the end of the chain. And then when you turn your work, you're gonna put double crochets up to this one, like the second row, and then you're gonna start your design. So this is the cage or the dimension where you're gonna be working on your designs. Okay, so let me show an example. Right, here is the example, exactly what you see right here. I have it right here on my chain. So I only left 3 to the left and 3 to the right. Obviously yours is going to be much wider, but first thing I did is I found the middle, and without counting the middle chain, I counted this. We don't count the middle. I counted from the next one to the left 28, put a stitch mark in it, to the right, and to the left and to the 28, put a stitch marker in it. I wanted to make sure I have 3 here and 3 here extra. Whatever your count is, make sure these are beyond the 28. This number is equal. You are gonna have these chains, then you are gonna have 2 extra chains because that's gonna be your double crochet, all these 3. Right, so you did your count of your chains, of your base chains, and you're gonna add chain 2 extra chains at the end, only 2, because these 3 are gonna form your double crochet. So right here I have 1, 2, 3 extra, and I have 3 extra here. So we need a double crochet here, so I'm gonna put 2 extra chains, and there is my double crochet. And same thing on the chart. All right, so now we're gonna double crochet until we reach the designated stitch marker. So yarn over, insert the hook into the 4th chain, and we got the 2 double crochets and the 3rd one and the double crochet into the stitch marker. There we go. And this is what we have, our stitch marker. Then we're gonna chain 3, skip 4, single crochet into the next. 1, 2, 3, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into the next. Then we are gonna chain 5, sorry, my camera is shaking, skip 5, single crochet into the next. And actually I will take my hands off, leave this. You can make a screenshot and save this chart if you want, for any future references. All right, so we're gonna chain 5, skip 5, single crochet into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next. Then chain 3, skip 3, 1 double crochet into the next 5. Chain 3, not skip 3, skip 4. Skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 single crochet into the next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm using this gray yarn because the dark green that I have is way too dark, and you are gonna barely be seeing. So this is easier for visuals. All right, next, chain 3, skip 4, single crochet into the next. We were basically repeating the same thing for 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into the next. And we got to the middle. Perfect. We're gonna chain 5, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next. And you can verify yourself. Yes, you counted right. Your 3rd chain is right in the middle. Perfect. Then we're gonna continue. Chain 3, skip 4, 1 double crochet into next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 double crochet in next 5 chains. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oops. Like so. Same what we have on the chart. Then again, chain 3, skip 4, single crochet into the next. Chain 3, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into the next. Chain 5, skip 5, single crochet into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet. And chain 3, skip 4. We need to put this double crochet needs to fall into our stitch marker. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the double crochet is into the stitch marker. And 1 double crochet until the end of the row. You're gonna put in each chain all the way till the end. And this is what we have. It corresponds exactly to the chart. See, row number 2, I put the arrow, we're going that way. So you're gonna put 1 double crochet until you reach your double crochet with the stitch marker. So chain 3, that counts as the first double crochet, and 1 double crochet in each. And as I mentioned already, your sweater is gonna be much wider than this. This is just the design part. All right, so we're here. Let's see, we chain 3 and we put 12 double crochets into the chain 5 space. We'll do that. chain 3. We're moving to the chain 5 space and we'll put 12 double crochets in it. That is pretty easy. 1, 2, 11, and 12. There's what we have. We're reading the diagram from left to right. Then chain 3, 1 double crochet on top of the double crochets. Okay, chain 3, skipping this part and moving into the double crochets and putting 1 double crochet in each. And this is how you're gonna repeat 2 more times because we have 2 more sections. Like so. Here the same, chain 3, 12 into the next chain 5 space, chain 3, 5 double crochets, chain 3, 12 into the next chain 5 space, chain 3, double crochets till the end. All right, I finished row number 2, flipped the work, removed the stitch markers. I don't need them anymore. Now we are looking at the chart. With row number 3, we're going to be working or looking right to left. And so we're going to be double crocheting until, again, we reach the double crochet here. So chain 3 and double crochets until we reach the design. All right, now what does it say? Chain 1 and double crochet 3 together on top of the 3. Chain 1, let me bring you closer. So we have 12, right? Double crochet. So we're gonna work 3 double crochets together, 3 together, 3 together, and 3 together, and we are gonna have 4 groups of 3 double crochets together. All right, yarn over, insert the hook into the first double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's it. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You can see them, they are unfinished. Okay, left it, yarn over, insert the hook into the third, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you can see you got your 3 double crochets that are unfinished and 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. There we go. Then our chart says chain 3 in between the groups. All right, chain 3. Now work 3 double crochets together into the next 3. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next hook, double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over into the third, or the next. Basically, I'm just counting them, 3, 3, 3, 3. Same exact thing, yarn over, pull through the 4 loops and chain 3. Then you're gonna do it 2 more times. You're gonna go into the next double crochet, then into the next, and then into the next. Pull through all the loops, chain 3. And we have 3 more left. We'll do the same exact thing. Like so. And this is our chart. And this is what we have. Looks the same. Next is chain 1, 1 double crochet in each of the double crochets. Chain 1 and move to this group. And we'll put 1 double crochet in each double crochet. These, you can see, they don't change. We will always be putting the same 5 double crochets, like so. And then you're gonna move to the next design, to the next section. Here we're gonna do the same. Chain 1, chain 1. You're gonna work your double crochets together. Let me align them. And repeat the same till the end of the row. And flip the work. I will meet you there. And this is how the third row looks like with our double crochets together. All right, let's go ahead and flip the work and refer to our chart. Now number 4, we're gonna read from left to right. Again, we're putting double crochets as we're supposed to till we reach the edge of the design. Okay. All right, now it says chain 3, single crochet into the first chain 3 space. Okay, there is our chain 3 space. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I like to work into the chain. You can work either around the chain and put a single crochet. I like to work into the chain because it prevents it from moving. So since I have 3, I'm gonna single crochet into the second chain. All right, then it says chain 5 and single crochet, skip the next chain 3 space and single crochet into the last chain 3 space. So 1 2 3 4 5, I'm skipping the next and single crochet into the next, and again I'm going to put it into the second chain. This is what we have. So this is going to be the base for our next chain 12 double crochets right here. That's why it's so wide. And then chain 3, 5 double crochets, moving to the double crochets and putting double crochets in there. Like so. This looks a little curly, but when you wash and when you block the sweater, this is gonna disappear. It's gonna flatten out. And yeah, this is how you're gonna go till the end of the row. Chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 5, skip this chain 3, move into this one, all the way till the end of the row. And this is what we got. And yeah, this is all the repeat. I mean, it's so easy. Now we're gonna turn the work and we are gonna start repeating from row number 2. So 2 3 4, you're gonna be repeating 2 3 4 from the bottom all the way to the desired neck opening. So we're gonna do the double crochets. We're gonna crochet until you reach the edge of the design. And here we're gonna repeat row number 2. We're reading from left to right. So what does it say? Chain 3 and 12 double crochets in here. You're gonna skip the chain 3, see? Chain 3, chain 3. You're gonna move straight into the chain 5. And you're gonna put your 12 double crochets. 2, 3, 11, 12. There we go. 12. Then chain 3 and double crochets on top of the double crochets. And there's what we have. And again till the end of the row, chain 3, 12, chain 3, double crochets, and yeah, you're gonna be repeating rows 2 and 4 as I said, and I will meet you back to work the neckline. For the back panel, since we have the front panel with the design, why is my camera shaking? I'm sorry. Design, our back panel will equal our front panel, but what I'm gonna do, I don't want to add any designs. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chain the same amount of chains like for the front panel and just work it plain double crochets from the bottom all the way up to my neck opening. So I worked from the bottom up to where I would like my neck opening to be, and I finished with a row. I forgot what number row this is, but the one where we are chaining. After that, you can put it close to your body or onto your body and decide how wide you want your shoulder panels to be. Some of you like boat necks, you can use only these panels. Anyway, you can measure it and decide for yourself. For me, it's gonna be the entire double crochet part and plus this chain 3. So all this will be my neckline. So I did my double crochets, and here you can work either around the chain like this, or I like to work my double crochets into the actual chain, and I will put 3 double crochets, 1 in each chain. And obviously I'm gonna utilize the single crochet like so. So this should be enough. I'm just gonna turn and work chain 3 and work double crochets in each stitch till the end of the row, and then back and forth until I reach the desired height of my shoulder panel. So once you're done with the shoulder panel, you are gonna flip the project so this row of double crochets is facing you, and this time you are gonna join and start from here going that way, and you're gonna add the amount of rows to equal this shoulder panel. All right guys, so this is the front panel, all this, and now the back panel. So the front panel has 37 rows from the bottom to the neck opening and 5 rows for my shoulder panel. Your back panel would not need as long shoulder panels, so your back panel will be exactly the same length. So this is my 37th row. What I did is I want my back panel's shoulders to be only 3 rows, so 37, 38, 39, and then 40, 41, and 42 are gonna be the 3 shoulder panel rows, just like I did here. So the total will be the same, like so. The length is exactly the same, only this is our neck opening and we don't need as much in the back. To be quite honest, I think I could have gone with 2. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna undo this 3. I'm gonna put 1 more full row, and then we'll have only 2 rows of the shoulder panel, and then we are gonna sew them together. All right, now you have the front and the back panel ready. So this is my front, as I said, this is the back. So the next step, what you're gonna do is you are gonna sew the shoulder panels. Turn the panels with the right side out, with the wrong side in. Well, at least this is how I lay them, and sew the shoulders together. So, and because you had the same amount of stitches, they should align perfectly. Once you sew them together, I usually sew them with a whip stitch. Very easy. You can do slip stitches, you can do single crochets, whatever works for you. So once that's done, you are gonna turn it with the wrong side out, and you are gonna measure from the shoulder panel down how long is or how wide your sleeve opening is gonna be. You are gonna leave this opening, I usually like, for my size small to medium, I'm in between sizes, for the opening to be about 8 inches. So put a stitch marker, and you're gonna sew with a whip stitch again all the way from the armpit down. All right, I got my sweater all sewn up, the shoulders, the sides, all these things I'm gonna work in later. Anyway, turn it with the right side out whatever is going to be your right side. I chose that my right side will be the double crochets facing me on the front and back panel, and I decided not to add slits because I want to add 1 or 2 more rounds of double crochets at the bottom, so these are not like, this feels unfinished. I want to finish it at the end. Anyway, for some reason my back ended up being a little wider than the front, but that's not big of a deal. The sweater is gonna be, I'm gonna wear something underneath, probably a dress or something, and this will be a little boxier and a little flowier, so that's fine. So for the neckline, I'm gonna start in the at the back, somewhere in the middle, and I will join with a slip stitch. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm working with a 5.5 millimeter hook, but I'm gonna take a 5 millimeter hook so my neckline is a little tighter. All right, I'm gonna join somewhere in any double crochet really with a slip stitch and pull it so it turns into a knot. So I'm gonna chain 2, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be alternating double crochet and post. So this is gonna be my regular double crochet, then I'm gonna do this is, I think, back post. I'm not sure, keep forgetting which one is back. Probably this is back because I go from the back. So then the next one will be regular, the next one around the post, and so on until I reach the shoulder panel. Keep alternating them, one into the double crochet, the other one around the post, like so. All right, this is alternating. I had one around the post, and now I have, this is the last one, and I want to do double crochet 2 together into the last and around this, the post of the shoulder panel. So insert the hook into the double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then around the post, insert, pull, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, pull through 2. So these are 2 together. Next, I'm gonna be alternating 1 double crochet around next post and 2 double crochets around the next post. So when you get to the shoulders, you can work around posts or into posts, but you can alternate 1 2 1 2. So 2 around the next, 1, then 2. And here at the corner, when we got here, we're gonna put 2 double crochets together. So yarn over around the post, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're gonna go into, we have chain, what is it, chain 5 here. So you're gonna put 5 double crochets, go into the chain, pull up a loop. You can work around the chains, but I want to do it in, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So here you're gonna have to keep in mind, since we have double crochets, to see which ones we're gonna do into and which ones around. So if we go back and count now, so this one was around, this was in. For example, if we would have had to go around, in, around, in, around, in, around, in, around, in. So this one would be, if we would have had a double crochet, would have been around the post. This one would have been into the post. Then again, around the post, around, and now you're gonna understand why I'm counting. So this is gonna go in, this one is gonna go around into the next, in, around, and see, so it gets consistent. So the next row when we add, it keeps being consistent. So in, and this is how you're going to be alternating, counting the chains around, in. When you get here again, you're going to put 2 together, alternate 1 2 1 2, 2 together, in and around. By some random luck, I ended up having the exact amount of stitches that I needed for the perfect what is it called, alternation. But if you ended up with 2 extra stitches, just put them 2 together, like, or if you had like 2 double crochets, work around both posts so the future rows are the perfect alternation. Or if you have 2 regular double crochets left, just work 2 double crochets together to utilize those 2 posts. So once you're done, you are gonna slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning and chain 3, and then you're gonna continue with the pattern. You're gonna work around the double crochet, into the double crochet, again around the post, and then into the post, adding the 2nd round. Here when you get to the shoulders, if you feel like your sweater is the neckline is a little too wide, you can work these 2 together, like these 2 stitches together, or you can make a longer neckline. It's totally up to you. Here you're gonna have to play by ear and either do trial and error, or if you actually know what you're doing. This should be gathering, as more rounds you add, it's going to be gathering closer around your neck. So it's up to you whether you want to decrease or not in the corners. I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. All right, this is the sweater so far. Here I decreased. I did make a mistake of decreasing right in front instead of the, I did decrease on the sides, on the 4 sides. I should have decreased in the back instead of the front. So I think I'm gonna put some embellishments here. I have plenty of beads, probably put some beads in these grooves to cover this up. But even, yeah, I don't like how it looks like. Some people are okay with it. I'm not really. Anyway, so with the sleeve, you can choose the option to work just a simple sleeve without adding the design. I decided to add 1 panel of the design right here where the shoulder seam is, and I will show you how to join, how to start it, and it's up to you. You can go in rounds and make it without the design, or you can add the design. We'll start with a slip knot. I like to leave long tails. It's easier to work them in later. And stitch markers here. And I will join right here in this little gap. I sewed with a whip stitch, but I'll join right here, not around the double crochet, but into the loop next to it. This counts as a double crochet. Then I'm gonna be alternating 2 double crochets into the next, or around the next post, 1 double crochet around the next, again 2 around the next, and 1 around the next, all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. And I'm approaching the end of the round, so I had 2, then 1 into the next, just here, and I will put 1 into this loop where I sewed the panels together, and slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning. This is what we have. Now I'm gonna flip and work from the wrong side. But before we're gonna continue working, if you are gonna decide to put the design, if you don't want the design, just keep going around, flipping the work every time you finish the round, and that should suffice. For those who want to create the design, this is your shoulder seam. Find that one double crochet that you have and put a stitch marker in it. Now if you remember, so I'm going to be moving from the inside this way. Okay, so if you remember, we skipped 5 double crochets in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next we're going to have the single crochets. So I'm going to count only towards the left because I'm going to be coming this way. Then we chain 3, skipped 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet. So this is going to be the single crochet or the double crochet before the design. So we're going to have the double crochet, chain 3, skip 4, single crochet, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, skip chain 3, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here, just to check myself, I should be starting the double crochets. So this is going to be the width of the design. I'm going to remove the stitch marker before I place the last double crochet, and here we go. And now we're going to be repeating the pattern. I chained 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into the next, chain 5, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next, and again chain 3, skip 4, single crochet into the next, and it falls exactly onto the stitch marker. So there we go. And now double crochets all the way till the end of the round. Oops, here should have been not single crochet, double crochet. There we go. Chain 3, skip 4, double crochet into the next. There we go. We had single crochets in the middle and double crochets in the sides. And now double crochets in each stitch till the end. And here I'm approaching the end of the round. I'm gonna put the last 2 double crochets, slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning, and turn or flip the work. So now we're gonna chain 3 and put 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way till here. Once you got to the design, we're gonna be repeating the design what we had on the body. Chain 3, 12 double crochets into the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 12, and chain 3, double crochet into the double crochet. And I'm not gonna be repeating anymore, so you're gonna put double crochets sorry, till the end, slip stitch into the 3rd chain, flip the work, double crochets again all the way till the design. Now we are gonna chain 1 and work the groups of double crochet 3 together, separated by chain 3. And I bet this is very familiar. Then into the next, double crochet 3 together, into the next, and chain 3 to the last 3. So then chain 1 and continue with the double crochets. There's what we have. And keep crocheting until you reach the desired length of the sleeve, and I will meet you at the sleeve ribbing. So I will work like we worked the neckline. So this row is going to be 1 in, 1 around, just like we did the neckline. So the chain 3 goes like into the stitch, and the starting next one we're gonna alternate 1 into the double crochet, 1 around the post of the next one, and we're gonna do the same until we reach the design. And when I reach the design, I will follow the pattern, put whatever you're gonna put, whatever you have there as well. So into the chain 3 I put 2 double crochets, then I put a single crochet into the single crochet, then into the chain 5 I put only 3 double crochets and a double crochet into the single crochet and 2 double crochets into the next. And now I'm gonna count. So this was in, this would be around, in, around, in, around, in, around, in, around. This one is gonna be in. So yeah, they match, as you can tell. And then I'm gonna continue with the design. So this one was into the stitch, this one is gonna be around, and go ahead and finish the round and slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning. The work, I'm gonna chain 3, that will count as a double crochet. So and next what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna decrease. So yarn over, these 2 are together, this one is around, go around, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. The next one is in, so yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go around again. So it's like putting 3 double crochets together, only you're gonna work around, in, around, and combine. And this way this turned into 1. And then I will continue with the pattern. So the ribbing kind of is closing in, and I think it looks a little better versus, and there is another side I did, so I've decreased quite a few times on 3 sides. I decreased, so I think this looks better versus if you would do in, out, in, then it's gonna look kind of bold spots. And yeah, I might put some beads or something here as well to make it look nicer. But yeah, this is how you're gonna go, and you can work it as long as you want and decrease as many times as you want. But I just wanted to show you how to get you started and how to work these. And you can put a decrease here as well. I mean, totally up to you. You're gonna play from here on however you like.